Dexter Season 3 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you are caught up to the point where I am, you're rewatching, you're watching Dexter, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which, of course, I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be Dexter Season 3, Episode 4. Title of this episode is called All in the Family. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So Dexter and Rita break the news to the kids that they're having a baby, or Rita is having a baby. And there's some lame proposal mentioned by Dexter during this part, or marriage thing. And it's just completely lame. Aster's not happy about it. And Rita's like, that was ridiculous, Dexter. And gives him the I'm a bitch look that she tends to give all the time. That's why I hate Rita. Then Dexter talks to Miguel, and Miguel says that Ramon is upset, and he thinks that they should let him in on the fact that Freebo is dead. Obviously, Dexter tells him that that's not a good idea. Aster is now being a spoiled brat to Dexter. They're playing with other kids. I think it was at Miguel's house, and they're in like some kind of house thing, small house thing, obviously. And one of the other kid wants to get in, and Aster doesn't let him in, and then Dexter's like, hey, Aster, let him in, and you can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad or my father, whatever she said. Yeah, that's where Aster's at right now. And then Dexter goes to a crime scene, and at this crime scene, Deb calls Quinn the witness whisperer, as there's a chick that supposedly lost her fiance, I think it was, and she's just hysterical, and Deb can't deal with her, but Quinn's like, all right, do this, let's do this, do that, all calm, and yeah, she goes for Quinn right away. Rita, because of her hormonal issues and being pregnant, she flips out on a customer at the hotel because they want upgraded rooms because of an issue with this. And Rita gets mad and says, you don't have to be a bitch to get a better room or whatever. So she's fired from the hotel by the manager. Dexter has a conversation with Ramon while he's drinking. It's a really awkward conversation how Dexter kind of started talking. Like, I would think something's up with this guy. I don't know about being a serial killer, but certainly it was a weird conversation and how he brought things up. LaGuerta goes to talk to Miguel about the Chicky Hines case, and during this conversation, Miguel mentioned something about James Dokes, like, oh, you guys really handled the James Doke thing really well, and that did not make LaGuerta happy. Dexter calls Masuka a court jester as he's now copying Dexter, bringing in donuts, trying to get people to read his article in Forensic Quarterly. Deb goes to visit Anton to ask more about Quinn, just because she doesn't really know about him and she wants to know about him. Batista decides to pick up a hooker and is going to go all the way with her until she communicates to Batista that she's actually an undercover cop. And she doesn't bust him. She just has him leave the room. And it's like, oh, shit, oh, boy. No, I'm not. But anyway, Masuka says hell must have froze over as cops don't even want a donut. Well, it's from him. And they don't really like Masuka. And he's trying to get them to read this article of Forensic Quarterly. And they don't want none of it. So they don't even want the donuts he's passing out. And then Barbara Gianni shows up at Miami Metro at the station part of it to talk to Batista about his night trying to pick her up when she was an undercover hooker or a cop playing a hooker. And Batista says that he's not proud of what he's done, but he hasn't had much of anything lately. He said anything that would make him feel special was something, I don't remember exactly what Angel said, but basically he's like, I just wanted to feel something for somebody, regardless of who it was. But she doesn't do anything. She doesn't tell on him. She doesn't file a complaint or anything like that. And they're supposedly cool, but it was a bad moment for Angel, that's for sure. And then Ramon shows up at the station complaining about them trying to find Oscar Prado's killer. Dexter figures out that Fiona, who's the fiance that Quinn had to be really nice to, is the one that killed Jack. Deb comes hard at her in the interrogation room because Dexter tells her this. And then LaGuerta meets with Ellen Wolf, who's another attorney type that's rival to Miguel Prado about the Chicky Hines case. Dexter plays Miguel with Ramon. The internal affairs lady is still bugging Deb about Quinn. Yumiko, I can't remember her name. Yumi, I think it's Yumi. Miguel tells Dexter that Ramon can't be trusted and that Dexter is the only one that he can trust. So Miguel has come to a realization now. Dexter tells Rita that his life has always felt like an Dexter has always told Rita, or tells Rita, that his life has always felt like an unanswered question. I don't know why I can't say unanswered question. And then Dexter proposes to Rita the right way with the kids watching on. He doesn't give her a ring, but Rita does indeed say yes. And that's how the episode ends. So it was okay. It's season 3, though, and I'm still not really enjoying these episodes as much as I enjoyed the episodes of season 1. And, of course, the awesome craziness that was season 2. I'm going to score the episode a 7.7 out of 10. We had a killer in this episode, but Dexter didn't kill this killer. But he got this killer put away for probably life, 25 to life. And that would be Fiona. I'm going to give her a 5 out of 10 because her acting was really well done. Like her trying to play the... Like apparently they just met. And she made this crazy plan that they were about to get married. Or I don't know. But I'll give her a 5 out of 10 just for that. And then the character of the episode... I'll give this one to Rita because Rita had some good moments in this episode, especially when she told the lady, you don't have to be a bitch, or something that she said something like that when she was trying to get like a bunch of perks for getting a room that didn't show a sunset or something like that. I don't remember the exact. I was really vague of what I wrote down for this episode or what I typed out for this episode. I should have been a little bit more specific. So I think that's 7.7 in Rita, and then Fiona 5 out of 10. So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. I don't think I saw Soderquist in this episode. If I did, I didn't write it down, or if I didn't notice it was him. So your turn. I want to hear what you have to say about this episode. If you're a fan of JDEV TV, if you like any of the content that I put on here, of course, Dexter stuff. If you like Dexter New Blood, The Walking Dead, UFC live fight reactions, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, anything like that. And if you want to help me with the YouTube algorithm, make sure you smash that like button. Sound off in the comments section. You already know that. Share the video if you want. Make sure you leave me your thoughts, though. Tell me what you thought about this episode. What would you score it? Who would be your character of the episode? Favorite moment? And if you want to rate the killer in this episode, even though Dexter didn't kill this person, what would you rate him? And then, of course, or rate her, I should say. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. If you're going to watch the video, you might as well subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDEV will return.